Well, sportscaster Brett Hollander wears a big hat, but he also knows what it's like to grow up with dyslexia. And now he's going to bat for other Baltimore area children who also have that learning difference. The fourth annual Bat for Dyslexia not only raises money for scholarships, it also aims to reduce the dyslexia stigma. And Brett's joining us now along with Bella Curran from the Odyssey School. Good to see you both.
Great to see you, Jason.
You had a really good explanation to me about dyslexia and kids growing up. You said, listen, these are really bright kids. They just have a learning disability when it comes to reading.
Yeah, I had a first grade teacher tell my parents that I just wasn't reading. And it was a life-changing thing. And I was fortunate. My parents, I like to say, bent over backwards to try and make up that gap. It was not easy throughout my academic career, really through college, but I think as time went on, I learned skills and how to deal with it, and I think it actually prepared me for the world beyond school after college. So no shame or regrets in that world, as my mom would always say when they would tell her that Brett's having trouble learning or he's not reading. She would say, "Have you heard this kid speak? Have you heard this kid talk? Like, obviously, he's quite bright, but it was just so hard to read. And if you are a youngster and you are either not, it's not identified that you are dyslexic in some way, have a learning disability, you're at a big disadvantage. And so we're trying to find kids who really can't afford to go to a school like Odyssey and really help them out as they try and process through their academic career.
When your parents tell the story, what was the tip-off for them? Like, what let them know?
Well, it was a first grade teacher,
Okay.
Mrs. McDonald. She was a saint, and she told my parents, just Brett is not reading. He is falling behind and not reading. And then it started a long journey through my academic life of extra help and tutors. You have to kind of cut your shame off at the door. I would read books on tape at a time, or listen to books on tape, I should say, at a time when that wasn't in vogue and people weren't doing it. There was no Spotify to do it. You would call on these books to get recorded and they get sent back to you. I was early in laptops because I couldn't read it otherwise. So you find ways, and you find ways to learn. And I think by the time I got to high school and really developed my passion for broadcasting, I was able to figure out tools, and I had the tools through these tutors and other methods to be able to kind of survive and then set me up through my life beyond school.
We're fortunate in Baltimore to have places that have these tools that can teach kids some of these tricks or some of the things that work for them. Odyssey School is one of them. For people unfamiliar, give me the Cliff Notes. What's Odyssey all about?
Sure. So the Odyssey School mission is to serve students in kindergarten through 8th grade who have been diagnosed with a language-based learning difference, primarily dyslexia.
Sure.
And because our students learn a little bit differently, our teachers know that we have to teach them a little bit differently. So all of our teachers are very highly trained and specialists in this area. And at Odyssey, we really believe that all teachers are teachers of language. So whether you're teaching science, social studies, math, or even art, all of our teachers are trained in our signature programs to help teach students how to read, write, and spell. That way it's really consistent throughout the kids' day and not just like in an isolated class. But really the foundation of our program is our tutoring class. And that's really unique to our school because it's a 2-on-1 setting. So two students who have really similar strengths or needs are paired together and work with a highly trained teacher. And they're receiving that very direct, systematic, explicit instruction in reading, writing, and spelling. So that's really the foundation of our program, and that's what we offer at our summer camp as well. We're just trying to help students, as Brett said, realize that you might have a learning difference, but that really is a superpower, and you have so many unique strengths and talents, and just helping students kind of identify those and tap into them.
I've been by the school before. I've seen pictures of the kids at the school. There are a lot of smiles at Odyssey School.
It's a fun, happy place, that's for sure.
So you have the program going on, Bat for Dyslexia, going for that, and I'm curious of who we're going to hopefully help to take part in the summer program.
Well, for the last few years, and this is our 4th annual, Jason, we provided scholarships for the summer camp at Odyssey, which is very helpful for students in our area who cannot afford to go. And now we're doing that, but we're also adding 2 scholarships to help students who can't afford to go to attend Odyssey. So we're really proud of this
As
development.
the school itself?
At the school itself.
Oh, nice.
So we're really proud. It's through the incredible work of people like Bella and Everett at the school, and then the committee we put together and raising enough money. And it is a fun party. It is a really fun party. November 7th, Friday at Odyssey from 6 to 10. But beyond that, it's the good work everyone's doing and how generous the people of Baltimore have been to this event.
Yeah, tell me about the camp. What happens there?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
So it's a 5-week program, and it serves students in kindergarten through incoming 6th graders.
Okay.
And the morning portion of camp is centered around academics. So students have math, writers and creators class where they learn more about the writing process, and then they are creating beautiful pieces of art to go with their writing.
Nice.
And then of course they have the tutoring class, which again is the foundation of our program. And then the afternoon is really fun. We partner with Coppermine, and Coppermine coaches come to our campus and they do games and sports and water day and all kinds of really fun activities to get the kids outside and moving. We have special guests come, like airbrush tattoos and reptile guy. So we make it really fun for the kids and really engaging while also keeping their skills fresh over the summer.
Okay. I guess your growth brought you to be a good friend with Oriole Bird, so I have to ask you while you're here, what do you think of this team now? We had some injuries, we had some issues.
We did.
How does next year look?
Well, I do think they're primed for a turnaround.
Okay.
You look at the Blue Jays, who won the American League pennant this year. They're playing right now in the World Series. They finished in last place last year.
Okay.
The Orioles finished in last place this year. I'm hoping for a similar turnaround. I think that is possible, and it's a big
like
offseason. I expect them to be very aggressive. And we do stick to the baseball theme at going to bat for dyslexia. Obviously, broadcasting for the Orioles, that makes a ton of sense. But we do have the addition this year of Ravens cheerleaders as well. So
Well, that's a whole new thing.
both teams will be represented this year.
We've got about 30 seconds left for folks who want to take part or give or help out in any way. What should they know about the program?
Well, we're sold out actually right now, but there's still opportunities to donate and sponsor.
Oh, nice.
And get ahead of next year. We're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and you can go to bidpal.net/going-to-bat.
Excellent. Good to see you both.
Great
Thank you,
to see
Jason.
Appreciate
Thank
it. You
you.
mentioned the Ravens, so how about this? This Sunday, today, Salute the Service game. The team will honor Maryland servicemen and women before and during the game. Prior to the kickoff, you have the Frog X parachute team. They'll come flying into M&T Bank Stadium. Also, U.S. Paralympian and Naval Academy graduate Brad Snyder will serve as the honorary captain. Caleb Green, a member of Voices of Service, performs the national anthem. Also, you have the Marching Ravens, of course, at halftime. Former cornerback Dwayne Starks, legend of the game. Have a good day, everybody.